Hi, Power Class. It's been an exciting journey and it's been a bumpy road as well. As you can see from my introduction, I'm working for a very demanding boss. It's basically environment which has no tolerance for mistake. Everything we do, it has to be perfect. If it's not, mean it's just not good enough. Let me tell you some background about my boss. We've been working together for about 1.5 years. He was brought to our organization for the reason of leading transformation. Currently, we're working on two major transformational projects, which is basically goes across whole organization, involves 6 countries and over 750 end users. These two projects impact 3 areas within organization: business process, infrastructure, and also culture, working culture. As you could imagine, when companies start this sort of transformation, there might be challenges and there might be mistakes. We're going through the very intensive learning curve. Me personally, together with my team members and also the rest of organization. However, for my boss, he was been experiencing of this sort of transformation already in his past career and he know how it should go. Therefore, he has a very clear expectation and very strict deadline. As I designed my power objective, I wanted to make sure that this aligned to what my boss has in his to-do list. So I'm able to support him with deliverables and make him happy. At the same time, I'm going to develop and strengthen the relationship with the key members of management team who possibly impact my promotion. And that was my power game. However, I mislook one thing, in particular, what I'm going to do and how I'm going to manage my boss expectation in case the deliverable doesn't meet his standard. Apparently, we made a lot of progress. For example, our internal recruitment, we staff the project team with 25 internal members. We also had overwhelming response for external recruitment as well. We had one member joining our team next week and one more goes for final interview. The person who is reporting to me also embarking on the middle of March, so everything seems to be going and progressing. However, certain bits and pieces didn't run as smooth and as fast as my boss expected. Therefore, he's not happy. What you gonna do with the boss who is unhappy and who is unhappy constantly? And not only about yourself, about the rest of the team. For a couple of last month, our PMO meeting started with two things. First is, team is not good enough, and second, we are not delivering and we are not progressing. We've been living and breathing in this environment of constant dissatisfaction for quite some time and realize how destructive it is. And my key priority became to get back on track with the normal working culture, with the healthy working culture, which encourage learning, which encourage progress, and catch people for doing right things. And that's where I make my power move. I decided to have a conversation with my boss and help him to understand that focusing his attention on mistakes, on what not going right, doesn't help him personally and doesn't help team to progress. It doesn't make us quicker learner and become a better performer so we can deliver better quality result that meet his expectation. It's only create negativity and very unhealthy working environment and put him personally under more stress. The key challenge with that conversation was that I never spoke with my boss that straightforward and gave him feedback that he doesn't really want to hear. Imagine your subordinate who is younger, less experienced than yourself, talk you through the things which you're supposed to know and practice, but somehow hasn't been doing that. So perhaps not really comfortable. And I really need to put all my guts together. And that's what the result conversation so far. First of all, we have agreed that learning is a journey which has ups and downs. And even sometimes the result might not meet his perfect level of expectation. My boss gonna still stay cool and calm about that, as long as we can learn and improve as we go forward. Secondly, instead of him focusing his time, effort, and be stressed about things which not going right, he gonna divert his attention and catch us on doing right things, contributing our effort. And thirdly, we're going to move our weekly PMO meeting from Monday morning to Monday afternoon. The trick here that on Monday morning, my boss has a very bad mood, which he openly admit. So I expected to exclude ourselves from his bad mood exposure, having the meeting at late afternoon hours. We're gonna starting from next week, next Monday, and I see how it's going. That's what we achieved so far. And I want to give a big credit to my boss for what he did last week. He basically called whole team together and recap everything what been happening from the beginning of the year until now, and recognize and give it credit to each of the team members for what progress, what effort, what achievement each of us did so far. We are spending 1/3 of a day in working environment. And I believe we want to have a healthy working culture which actually encourage high performance. To me, healthy working culture is environment which encourage people to make effort, to learn continuously instead of striving for perfection. There will be setback, there will be ups and downs. However, as we are able to look back, learn from the past, and make progress as we go forward, to me is a positive environment which facilitate further growth, personal as well as for organization. I'm very glad that within our team we were able to convert this negativity, this dissatisfactory feeling into positive vibe. And as I can see from last week, the whole dynamic has changed in the team. We didn't have less in our plans to deliver, the deadline still there, the long to-do list also in place. However, the vibe, the environment we are working at the moment is much more positive, it's much more relaxed and much more fun. And what about my big power objective, my promotion? Well, last week I had a conversation with my boss and I got his full support and endorsement. He recognized amount the effort and contribution I've been delivering through the numbers of years. Next couple of weeks, he going to have discussion with our CEO and hopefully I'm still gonna hit my objective by March. So by the time I'm gonna meet you at Midway, I'm going to have my new job title. Wish me luck!